the one, the only, Ben Sion. Welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Double as we continue Mishnah Yomi. We're doing Masechus Beitzah, Perek Dalet. Today's Mishnah is Beis and Gimel. Mishnah Beis says, "Ei notan eitzim min sukkah." You're not supposed to take eitzim from a sukkah. A sukkah is something made out of wood, a hut. It's not talking about during sukkahs. During sukkahs, you're not allowed to take the wood because it's midol raisa. It's considered being benefit similar to kudshim. The Gemara Masechus Sukkah on Daf Yud says. I believe Daf Tes says. This is talking about you have a hut during the rest of the year. You can't take, if it's on top eitzim are to provide schach, to provide shade. You can't take it because it's soser oil. Soser oil, destroying an oil kavua is doraisa. Even if it's an oil not kavua, it's a discussion what is an oil kavua, 7 days or longer, whatever. But even it's also midrabanan. Ella, you can't do that on yantav. Ella min asamuch. However, if you have wood that's piled next to the walls, you might think it's batel to the walls. No, it's not. You can touch that. Mavir eitzim. Again, you're using it probably for firewood to cook or to warm yourself up. Mavakin eitzim min asadim min al-mechunas min al-karv afilim min al-vuzar. The Tanna Kama, the simple explanation of this Mishnah is that you can bring branches if they're in the field and they're bunched together. So then your das was to use them, and if they're in a karf, enclosed area that you own, right? Even if it's scattered branches, you didn't have das, but presumably since it's your area, so therefore you can take it even if it's scattered. We'll keep the similar thing on the Mishnah. The Gemara says it's not really how we hold, but we're learning Mishnayos. Ezu karfev, close to samach there. What's considered a karfev? How close does it have to be to where the city limits? So he says it has to be samach lir. Samach lir probably is within the ibur of the ear, which is right outside the boundary of the city, 72 2/3 amos. Rabbi Yossi Omer kol shenichnasim lo b'motachas afilu b'toch tlum shavash. Yossi says if it's secure that you have to open it with a key, not anyone can get in. So even if it's up till Tlum Shabbos, even if it's 2,000 amos outside the city limits, you can go in. Your das is to use those branches for firewood or to light your fireplace. You can't use firewood from branches and for wood, that was set aside for building because that's muksa machmas kasaran kis. It's valuable wood and therefore it's considered dachei b'yadayim. According to Rabbi Shimon, it's considered muksa. You have a beam in your house which is made out of wood, which broke on Yantiv. So again, since Yantiv started, it's usher for me to destroy the beams of my house. Again, it's soser, my bias, soser and all, which is melacha d'oraisa. So muksa machmas ister, that's what I'm going to talk about in Ian Mitzia, the idea of muksa machmas ister, which seems to, according to Rabbi Shimon, also should be a problem muksa. Even when you have permitted wood that you're allowed to cut, you can't use utensils that are normally used for building. You can't use a cardon, which is an axe, a megera, a saw, magal, a sickle. El bakofitz, you have to make a shinoi, something like a butcher's knife or something like that. Bayashu mali payros. Let's say you have a house where you're storing fruit. Sasum v'nifchas. It's closed with bricks, but there's a hole, right? Meaning the bricks are out of place. You have an entrance to get. You just have to move it. It's a very small hole, so you have to move some bricks. Nota makma pchas. You're allowed to take from the place where it's open. The Meir says you could even if the bricks are not disassembled, the bricks are in place, since they're not mechubra b'ti, they're not held together with pipe plaster. So therefore, it's only asur midrabanan of soser and oil derabanan. Soser oil derabanan, Remeir allows for ochel nefesh, and the Tanna Kama holds we don't allow that for ochel nefesh, only where there's a slight opening. So you can move it a little more because the oil was already nistar, the oil was destroyed in that place. So therefore, it's okay to take the payroll. We possibly Tanna Kama that we do not allow in Nishad Rabbanan of soser, because again, it has nothing to do with ochel nefesh. It has to be a malacha where you really change something and you enjoy it, part of the cooking process. I explained lisha or bishul or afia, where it's part of even the malacha is getting you ready. It's part of the simchas yantiv because that's really the driving force behind ochel nefesh. Stay tuned for Yom Etzion, where I discuss, besides Muksa Machmas Saran Kis, this Mishnah Gimel talks about Muksa Machmas Ister. Muksa Machmas Ister, for some reason, is also considered Muksa, according to Rabbi Shimon. Even according to Rabbi Shimon, we pass like Muksa, who has laced like Muksa. Muksa Machmas Ister is more stringent. I'll tell you why. Yom Etzion coming up next.